So if you can be in the frequency or the vibration of the universe, you will attract that. Whatever frequency you are in, you will attract that. See, let's understand what the law of attraction is. Supposing you are very, very worried. Okay, 24/7, you're always very worried, you're always overthinking, you are in the negative space, right? Overthinking, worrying, or you're in the space that you're always comparing, you're always jealous. What happens? You yourself will know that you're not okay because you will not feel good. People who are in the negative vibration cannot feel good. That is a very simple test. But anyway, what will happen by the law of attraction? You attract what you give out. Okay, I'm explaining this because first you need to understand the law of attraction in order to do the techniques. Okay, so if you are fearful, you will get more and more situations where you will be fearful. If you are extremely positive, if you're extremely full of gratitude, you will attract more and more situations where you can be grateful. So it is so simple that you attract what you are. It's also called the law of resonance. Okay, you resonate, you attract from the universe whatever you are. So what are you? Are you a positive person? Are you a grateful person? Or are you a person who is always overthinking, always worried, always comparing, always angry, always jealous? What kind of person you are? You will know best what your personality is, and you need to change that. Please understand that any technique I teach you or anybody in the world teaches you, it will not work unless you know and understand your own personality type and you change it. You're willing to change. Because the law of attraction is between you and the God, you and the universe, you and your vibration. It has nothing to do with any other person. So that is the moot point. So I always say simple things like in the morning you get up and count your blessings. What is that? It is so simple. Yet what happens is it changes your personality, it changes your aura, it changes your vibration, and you are able to manifest more in life. Okay. So the law of attraction, the core of the law of attraction is all about how you are feeling. Please understand, you all have done since the last for last 2 years, I think. There's so many people who are here right from the beginning. You all know, be it affirmation, be it visualization, be it anything, it is all about how you are feeling. आप कैसे feel कर रहे हो? आप अगर खुश feel कर रहे हो, आप अगर loving feel कर रहे हो, if you feel that you are full of gratitude, आपको बहुत प्यार आ रहा है सब पे, ठीक है, आपको लगता है कि God has given you so much abundance, you're so grateful, trust you me, you will be in a different energy, you will be in a different vibration. आप एक चीज समझिए, okay, everything is energy, every single thing. You are energy, I am energy, the universe is energy, the stone is energy. When I'm speaking, my words have energy. When you're writing, your writing has energy. Your emotions have energy, and everything is connected. We are interconnected. We are totally, totally interconnected. There is no separation. Okay, that is the reason when you, supposing aapko 93.5 Red FM sunna hai, you have to go into that frequency, right? You have to calibrate and go into that frequency. Similarly, yahan pe bhi, agar aapko kuch attract karna hai, to sabse pehle you have to understand what are you vibrating, which frequency are you vibrating in. Is it the frequency of anger? Is it the frequency of hate? Is it the frequency of worry? Is it the frequency of comparison? Is it the frequency of jealousy? Or is it a frequency where you're just so grateful and so happy and you're just content? Okay, so that is the number one starting point of any technique for the law of attraction. Because see, when we come to techniques, okay, there are certain people जो बहुत evolved होते हैं ना, उनको ये सब techniques नहीं चाहिए. वो लोग का mind इतना powerful होता है, और their thoughts are so powerful that they can manifest and attract anything in their lives. They do not need these little techniques of affirmation, of writing, or whatever I'm going to teach you. But we as human being, common people, हम लोग का mind always negative में पहले जाता है. We can't help it. Right? Always we tend to go into the negative. Something or the other keeps happening and we are not able to keep our mind positive. That is the reason we need all these techniques. Okay, that is the simple reason, because as human beings, we cannot control our mind most of the times. You cannot imagine, I keep on teaching you all so much, learning so much, yet I get into such negative spaces. And then somebody reminds me, oh, I read something, then I become positive again. So human beings, all of us, we keep needing reminders. So all these manifestation techniques जो हम लोग सीखेंगे, वो उसी का एक part है, to help us basically. Okay, so number one is called, this is a new technique. Okay, there are I don't know how many of you all had joined earlier where I had taught you all about the locking method. Okay, where you lock your one single affirmation, but okay, we'll do a revision of that later. This is something which is so simple, and it just happened that मेरे साथ एक दो बार ये बहुत true हुआ इसका manifestation, so I thought I need to share with you all. So it is called the knot technique. Knot माने गांठ बांधना, समझते हैं आप लोग, knot बनाना. So for this technique, what you need is a thread. अभी सबको सुनिए खाली, बाद में आप लोग घर में खुद करिएगा, ठीक है? So आपको एक तो धागा चाहिए, एक thread चाहिए. I have taken a moli. You know, हम लोग मोली बांधते हैं. Everybody has this colorful moli in the house. If not, you can take any color thread. It doesn't matter. You can even take a black thread, red thread, any thread, but take a nice thread approximately 1 feet long. You don't have to be exact. अंदाज से आप कर लीजिए कि आपको 1 feet long thread लेना है, ठीक है? अब इस thread को लेके क्या करना है? First, before you take any thread or before you do anything, the first point I told you was that you have to be in the space where you are very, very positive. You cannot do any kind of technique, any kind of law of attraction, manifestation, anything at all if you are in a negative mindset. That was number one. Number two, you have to be clear about what you want. So in this technique, we are going to focus only on one single goal. Right now, you all just listen to me, and after that, sit and think, what is that one single goal or one single wish that I want to manifest in my life? It cannot be multiple, it cannot be 2, 3, anything. One thread, one goal. Okay, one thread, one goal, one wish. And ideally, अगर आप उसको long term goal नहीं लेते हैं और थोड़ा short term लेते हैं, तो it is better, because then you will be able to see the results. Then you will be able to understand that, okay, this has happened. You can feel so grateful, you can feel gratitude, and then you can move on to the second one. Okay? So the number one thing was, you take a piece of thread, which is around 1 feet, a new thread. You can take a moli, you can take a black thread also, it doesn't matter. हम लोग तो tie करते ही हैं. And then you need to think of one single wish that you want to manifest at this present time, which is not very long term. Otherwise, your thread will just be lying. Okay. And then what you need to do is, after you have had clarity, आप clear है कि मेरे को ये चाहिए, ठीक है? और वो क्यों चाहिए? तब आपको क्या करना है? सबसे पहले, whenever you do any of these kind of techniques, clear your space. सेज करिए, धूप पत्ती करिए, जो भी करना है आप करिए. एक सुंदर सा जगह में बैठिए जहां पे आप शांति में बैठ रहे हो, where there is no servant coming or the office staff coming or everybody is telling you. You cannot do these things simultaneously. It will not work. You do it, but it will not work, because everything is about the vibration, everything is about the energy. Okay, so what you do is, you think of that one goal. If needed be, you write it down first. ठीक है, आप लिख लीजिए. जब आदमी लिखता है ना, तो उसका बहुत क्लैरिटी रहता है कि मेरे को exactly क्या चाहिए. It is always better to write. Okay, make that one wish and understand why you need it. Why is it so important and आपको चाहिए, and it is not something which is harming anybody. Things which are negative never manifest. They will cause you harm only. You will manifest negative situation. It has to be something which is positive, which is good. It can be for a job, for a relationship, for your child, for your health, for anybody at all. Okay. So then what you do is, you think of that one wish. You have clarity in your thought, and then you visualize it. ठीक है, you sitting down और आप visualize कर रहे हैं, you form an affirmation about it. उसके बारे में एक affirmation बनाइए कि I'm so happy and grateful that I have got this job that I was looking for. Okay, And what are you visualizing? You have formed the affirmation. I am so happy and grateful. So what are the rules for affirmation? It has to be in the present tense. It has to be as if already वो हो चुका है और आप बहुत खुश हैं और भगवान को gratitude बोल रहे हैं. Right? These are the terms and conditions for me affirmation. Number one, present tense. Number two, you already thanking in advance. I am so happy and grateful, oh God, for this beautiful job, this job that I wanted and which just came into my life. I can't be enough grateful. Thank you so much. That is the kind of emotion you need to feel. Or if you want to attract a certain partner, thank you, God, for giving me this ideal partner who gives me so much joy, who understands me, who respects me, who loves me, and we have such a beautiful bond. So आप imagine कर रहे हैं, right? Oh, the thank you God for healing my knees and my body pain so that I can go for a trip with my family. I can walk, I can wear my new sneakers, and I'm so happy and full of energy. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so look at the emotion that is coming out. That emotion or that feeling of gratitude is the main thing, because what are we talking about? We are talking about tapping into energy. Okay, the feeling. तो आप तो एक ही बोले हैं, आप ये लिख ले रहे हैं, and then you are going to visualize this. Make a mental movie and imagine that you have got the job, or you have got that beautiful person in your life. Or it is always better for relationships, friends, just let me tell you something. It is always better to ask for a person who will give you happiness, joy, love, than say, give me this person specifically. You never know how that person will be in reality. You need to trust the divine. Always tell God, give me this or something better, right? So you have that person and you are thinking. So then what you do is, you have done your affirmation, you have done your visualization, right? And now you take the thread and make a knot. Like I said, don't be too technical about the thread. It doesn't matter. But I'm using a moli. हम लोग उसको बहुत शुभ मानते हैं. I'm sure आप लोग भी वैसे ही करते होंगे. So you have made a knot. Okay. So what you need to do is, you need to make 7 knots like this. I just repeat once more. You need to make 7 knots. So you have made 1 knot. Then you are saying, thank you, God. Thank you, universe, for giving me this. Then after some time, immediately after that, you are going to make another knot. ठीक है? ऐसे करके आप कितना knots बनाएंगे? 7 knots. If somebody can just write in the chat box also, how many knots did I say? You need to make 7 knots. So you are making 7 knots. So what is the purpose of making the 7 knots? What is the purpose of making the 7 knots? Number one, it is repetition, right? Those who know about affirmations, everybody knows about this, that everything is about repetition. जितना बार सुनोगे, उतना बार आपका दिमाग में घुसेगा वो. जितना बार आप रिपीट करोगे, उसको बोलोगे, सोचोगे, वो अपना सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में सीप इन करेगा. Everything is about repetition. I always give you this example, right, of Bob Proctor. He used to say that he used to read that book Think and Grow Rich for 60 years. He used to read that same book on and on and on and on. When I was doing my sessions, I used to tell the story of the jamun tree, and people used to hear it every single time, because it was a reminder that if you think negative thoughts, you may manifest it, right? So repetition is key. So what you are doing is, you are repeating 7 times. Whenever, each time you are making a knot, you are visualizing and you are saying that affirmation. ये नहीं कि आप बस एक नॉट बना दिए, सोचे, उसके बाद पट और 6 नॉट्स बना दिए. नहीं. Every time you are making a knot, you have to visualize and you have to say that affirmation. So please take out that time. I insist that you need to take out that time. You need to be in that vibration of gratitude or positivity. Only then do this. Otherwise, please don't bother. It will be a sheer waste of time and you will lose faith. So you have all the time in the world. Find out that time. Okay, so what we have done is, we have taken 1 single knot, 1 single thread, 1 single goal and made 7 knots. अब आप लोग जानते हैं कि ये गांठ बांधना जो था, this is not something which I have invented, or which is just, if you Google you'll find it. It's not about that. The fact is, this is there since ancient times, right? हमारे, आप सुनते हैं, पहले बोलते थे ना, गांठ बांध लो, इस बात को गांठ बांध लो. या पहले कुछ भी होने से माँ लोग पल्लू में गांठ बांध लेती थी. हम लोग के कल्चर में तो ये बहुत ज्यादा है, गांठ बांधना. right? It is there, a part of a culture. It's there in other religions also. If you go abroad, there are bridges where they put locks, love bridge bolte hain, locks, they lock it. Okay, you tie it and you lock it. Or hum log ka jab when there's a wedding, okay, दूल्हा दुल्हन जब शादी होता है, what do? They tie a knot, right? दोनों का जो आंचल होता है वो मिलके वो tie a knot. Then that means you are tied to that thing forever. So the power of the knot is very, very ancient. हम लोग जब रोली बांधते हैं, पंडित जी रोली या मोली बांध के, he is saying a mantra and then he makes knots, right? So what happens is the energy of that chant is mixing with the energy of the thread and making a place in the universe. Try to understand that this is energy, your words are energy, the universe is energy, everything is energy. There is no separation. That is quantum physics, right? So what happens is when you are tying a knot and saying the affirmation and doing the visualization together, you are making a place, you are creating a place in the universe for your wish. It is there now. You've given it a physical reality. Okay, you have tied your energy of your words and emotion with this particular knot, and you have repeated it for 7 times. Now, everybody knows the power of 7, right? And I was so excited about especially talking about this because what is the number for this year, 2023? Add kariye, what is it? 2023. What is it? 7. So this year is all about 7. It is the most powerful number. Anything you do from now this year, mindfully try to see that you collate it with 7. 7 times करिए सब चीज. ऐसे भी हम लोग के कल्चर में फेरा जब लेते हैं कितना लेते हैं? 7 लेते हैं ना. और you go into मंदिर में घूमते हैं तो 7 बार फेरी लेते हैं. So 7 has always been a very, very powerful number, and this year specifically, it is very, 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 very powerful because 2023 in numerology में it adds up to 7. Okay, so imagine if you are combining the power of numerology, the power of, the ancient wisdom, if you're combining the power of the universe and combining your chant is the affirmation, and you have tied it with this knot and you're repeating it for 7 times, imagine how powerful this is going to be, right? How it's going to be. Now what you're going to do is, once you have made the 7 knots, you're going to pray and thank the universe. Thank you for giving me that wish. Please, friends, remember, you need to do this only after you have clarity about what you want and make it very specific. नहीं तो आप general affirmations करिए, बहुत सारे techniques हैं. क्या कब use करना है वो उस तरीके से करिए जो कि आपको result मिले. ठीक है? तो जो specific wish आप समझ ही गए हैं. अब आपको ये thread के साथ क्या करना है? You've said thank you. After that, the most important thing is you need to keep it somewhere where you can see it. या तो आप अपने arm में try कर लीजिए, या you can tie it in your arm, you can tie it in your neck, you can keep it, if not, you can keep it in your pocket. Men, if you can just keep it in your pocket. Many of you who are working can keep it on top of your laptop. Just keep it somewhere where you can see it. And the point is, whenever you see it, what are you going to say? Thank you, God, for fulfilling my wish. Thank you, God, for giving me that beautiful job. Thank you, God, for giving me perfect health. Whatever that particular wish was. Thank you, God, for manifesting this wish of mine. So what is happening in NLP, those who know neuro-linguistic programming, those who have studied that also, this is called anchoring. Okay, you have anchored that one wish with this thread. It is called anchoring. And what has happened is it has anchored in your subconscious mind. Got it? So we know that everything is about the subconscious mind, right? हम लोग जानते हैं ना ये बात. अब तक तो मैं इतना sessions कर चुकी हूँ on the power of the subconscious mind, on the power of thought. So what has happened is you have anchored that wish of yours, and see, it's there in your subconscious mind, and whenever you see this thread, it is taking you back and you are being grateful and you are giving energy to that particular wish of yours, and it is happening day in, day out. I will take questions in the end. Okay, so you need to keep this thread somewhere where you can see it. Thread banaya, rag diya, bhul gaya, nahi. It is your anchoring. You have to see it, and whenever you see it, instantly it will take you back to your wish, and you are going to be grateful, and you are going to give energy to that. Okay, so like I said, keep it somewhere where you can see it. And then what happens is, after your wish is fulfilled, give it time. Okay, you keep on doing it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 21 days. Every time you're seeing it, you're saying thank you. Be mindful of signs. How does the universe react to you? How does your wish get manifest? Supposing आप कोई relationship खोज रही हैं, ठीक है, maybe you'll find somebody जो आपको बता दे कि चलो यहाँ पे ये लड़का है, बहुत अच्छा है, or you bump into somebody, or some somebody just comes across to you, or maybe if you're unhealthy, you get somebody comes and tells you of a doctor who is able to heal you. और आप ऐसा उपाय सडनली आप खोज लेते हैं, या यूनिवर्स सडनली नहीं होता है वो, एक्चुअली दैट इज द यूनिवर्स टॉकिंग टू यू, दैट इज द यूनिवर्स मैनिफेस्टिंग योर विश. उसके बाद आपको एक्शन लेना है. ये नहीं कि बस आप बैठ गए, मेरे को वो बोलते हैं ना कि इफ यू वांट अ हस्बैंड, ओके, इफ यू वांट अ रिलेशनशिप एंड यू डोंट डू एनीथिंग, you'll get married to the swiggy guy because they're sitting in house and not going around, right? So you need to do the action. If you need to, if you're doing for your health, and the universe has conspired and given you certain people who are telling you that this doctor is good or this upay is good, do it. That is not coincidence. That is the universe manifesting your wish. If you are doing something for money, some idea comes to you in your prefrontal cortex and you are very excited, that means that is the universe talking to you. All these are not coincidences. That is how things manifest. So you be aware of the signs. अगर आप कुछ सोचे हाँ कि ये सही है कि गलत है, look for signs. We all know about angel numbers, we know about feathers, we know about lights blinking. Look for signs. You will be guided. Like just now we just said 333 came. Whatever you're thinking was good, right? So look for signs. And what happens is, once your wish is fulfilled, that's why I'm saying try a short time goal first. You need to open all the knots. इतना माने उसको कड़ा मत बांधना कि आप खोल नहीं पाए, ठीक है? Once that has happened, you will open these knots, say thank you to the universe, and you can keep this in your temple. Okay, you can keep this in your temple. So this is called the knot method. So if you realize there's so much science behind it, besides being very emotional, besides being, part of our religion, part of our culture, जो हमारी नानी दादी लोग सब करती थी. In fact, अभी my sister-in-law just lost she couldn't find a earring. Okay, we had gone to a party and she couldn't find a earring, and we just said एक बार गांठ बांध लो. पहले जमाने में बोलते थे गांठ बांध लो तुमको याद आ जाएगा or something, वो she was so desperate, she just took her dupatta and she tied a गांठ. And then we came back home. She remembered that she had lent a purse to somebody, and उस पर्स में वो एक earring चला गया था, किसी और का पर्स था, and she had sent it, और वो फोन किया और उसको वो earring मिल गया. And we just thought, my God, ये गांठ वाला टेक्निक तो बहुत काम करता है. You get my point? You have to believe that the universe, that moment, it gave you that idea. It made you remember that, okay, this is where you had lost that. So that is how you manifest things. So like I said, you need to remove the thing, and you can keep it in the temple. You can reuse the same thread if you want, or you can take a new thread if you want to do anything. But this particular technique is specifically and only specifically for one wish which you want to manifest in your life. So I want questions on this, if there are any questions. बाद में मेरे को मत पूछना what is the length of the thread. The length of the thread is 1 feet. Which color can it be? It can be any color. I prefer a molly. It can be any color. What do we do with the thread? We keep it somewhere where we can see it every single day. That's compulsory. And whenever you see it, you're going to say thank you. You're going to repeat your affirmation. You're going to visualize it so that it's constantly there in your mind and it becomes a subconscious anchor. And in the end, when your wish is fulfilled, you need to open all the threads and say thank you, thank you, thank you. And the purpose of doing it 7 times is because, as for numerology also, 2023 is 7. You are taking that energy. Plus 7 has a very, very strong frequency. In our ancient culture, everywhere 7 has a lot of power. Be it our फेरा लेने या माने कुछ भी करो उसका वाइब्रेशन बहुत स्ट्रांग है. So everybody understood this? This is called the knot technique of the law of manifestation. KNOT.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can we type?
Hi, Shivan.
Yeah, any questions? Or maybe you can write in the
Yes.
chat box. I can answer whatever. Please finish this and we can go to the next one.
Ma'am, can we
Yeah.
type? Can we type?
17 तार का हम लोग करते हैं सूता पे.
क्या करते हैं?
17 तार की धागा रहती है, उसको हल्दी में हम लोग डाल के भिगाते हैं. जो हम लोग होलिका दहन के टाइम में हल्दी का गांठ दिखाते हैं होलिका को, और फिर नेक्स्ट उसी 17 सूतली का 17 गांठ का हम लोग पहनते हैं वो 1 महीना तक. उसमें भी कर सकते हैं क्या?
हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स कर सकते हैं, एज लॉन्ग एज आप उसमें 7 गांठ बांध रही हैं एंड आपको वो थ्रेड बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. आप
वो 17 गांठ पड़ता है उसको. 17 तार का होता है, 17 गांठ पड़ता है.
अब तो नहीं, अब 17 गांठ पड़ता है तो वो अलग चीज हो गया, राइट. मैं जो बता रही हूँ आपको, इसमें आपको 7 गांठ बनाना है, तो ऑलरेडी आप उसमें अगर 17 गांठ बना चुके हैं तो वो आप मत यूज करिए, कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा, देयर विल बी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
I just want to know any particular day or time, like
No.
full moon day or
Now
anything.
is the right time. The only time is now. There is no full moon, new moon for this. The only time is now, but the precondition is that you have to be in that mental state where you are ready to receive and where you are positive and grateful. You cannot start this when you're worried, anxious, you're in a negative frame. Center yourself, meditate, hear some chanting, get into that space of belief and faith, and then do it. That is the only precondition. And the second one is that you need to have clarity about what you want. It has to be one goal, one thread, one goal, one wish. And you need to be clear about that.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hi, dear Shivani. This is Rachna. I was just wanting to know कि ये knots एक के बाद एक मतलब थोड़ा गैप से बांधना होगा, बिकॉज जब आप खोलेंगे तो
गैप से ये पूरा थ्रेड में आप पहले मिडिल में बना लीजिए, फिर ऐसे गैप करके सुंदर सा 7 नॉट्स एक थ्रेड में बनाइए विद गैप्स. जैसे एक यहाँ बनाया, एक यहाँ बनाया, एक यहाँ बनाया, ऐसे लाइन से विद सिमेट्री. डोंट मेजर इट बट डू इट विद सिमेट्री. इट विल कम नेचुरली.
Yeah. Hi, Shivani.
Yeah.
Can I ask? I know I will sound greedy, but can I make 2 threads at a time?
Very good question. I was waiting for a good question. You're not greedy, but you know what happens is you do affirmations or general things for two wishes. But when you're doing the thread thing, supposing you're keeping 2 threads in front of you. Okay, so आप किसके लिए wish कर रही हैं, किसके लिए thank you बोल रही हैं, किसके लिए visualize कर, there will be a conflict. So absolutely, you should only keep one thread with one goal. For that, you do some other technique. I'm going to teach you 2 other techniques, right? So maybe you can do that. But even then, I would tell you कि अगर आप सारा techniques focus करके एक ही wish पे करते हैं, तो isn't that more powerful, right? Otherwise, you use something else, like use other techniques that we have for the other wish. But for the thread, it has to be one goal, and don't keep 2 threads. Don't keep 2 threads.
Okay. Yeah.
There will be confusion. There will be conflict.
Yeah, and the dream should be basically for us and not for our children or husband, right?
Of course it can be. हम लोग का आधा life तो उनके बारे में सोचने में जाता है.
Okay.
It can be for your children. It can be for your husband. It can be for the family. Of course, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your energy, his energy, like we're all connected. And mothers especially, they have this immense power to do a lot for their children. Just by your positive thoughts, just by your wish. See, but the thing is that you need to be detached. आप कर रही हैं, then you're desperate. Okay, हो नहीं रहा है, मैं कर रही हूँ. तो what is it you're giving out actually? You're giving out desperation, right? So you need to do it with a certain detachment. That is the most important thing that people forget and they don't attract. I did a whole session on the kind of manifestation block: manic manifester, fearful manifester, pushy manifester. These are all blocks. Just go through the recordings. I'm sure they're somewhere. So you need to avoid. You have to do it with faith, but detachment.
Got it. Thank you.
Do it for your children, your husband, anybody.
And
don't forget yourself ever.
Yes.
शिवानी मैम.
Yeah.
मैम विकास मैम, मुझे एक चीज पूछना था. मैंने थोड़ा लेट ज्वाइन किया था जो आपने 7 नोट्स बताए हैं 7 विशेस के लिए एक ही विश को 7 पे
एक ही विश को रिपीट करना है आपको। अच्छा, आप शायद काफी लेट ज्वाइन किए ना?
यस मैम, थोड़ा लेट हो गया
आप
था।
ये वाला टेक्निक मत फॉलो करिए, बिकॉज क्या है, आप इनकम्प्लीट करेंगे फिर वो वर्क नहीं करेगा। मैं आधा घंटा से यही टेक्निक के बारे में समझाई हूँ, राइट? सो यू लर्न, so you learn the other one, because I really don't feel that you should do anything which is half knowledge, because you won't have faith. And then what happens is, I don't want you to lose the opportunity because you had less knowledge or you did not hear the whole thing, then it will not work. Maybe when I share the recording, आप सुनिएगा, ठीक है? So now
Shivani, do we have to keep it in the temple?
Thank you.
I said, now you need to keep
After we open the knots.
After the open knots, you can keep it in the temple. Just as
and anywhere else, if we can't keep it in the temple, then what do we do?
Then you can throw it in the water. Give it in the water. You can burn it. You can do anything. You can reuse the same thing. You can reuse it for your next wish.
Okay.
And ma'am, like
Hello,
if I'm tying it on my hands.
But before it manifests, it has to be somewhere where you can see it. So you either tie it, or you keep it in your pocket, or it has to be in front of you. Okay, you cannot forget about it, because every time you're seeing it, this is your anchor, your subconscious anchor.
Yeah.
Can
So
we tie it on the person's we wish for?
Sorry?
Can we tie it on the hand of hand of the person we are wishing for?
If that person allows you and is a believer, why not? You tie one on yourself and tie on that other person's hand also with the same wish.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And you that, ma'am, like when we are tying on our wrist, so how about like when we're doing our daily chores, is it fine? Like we don't have to open it, right?
No. The purpose is, see, this is not about any puja part, right? This is only because when you're seeing it, whenever you're seeing it, you are thanking the universe and you are doing the affirmation and the visualization again. So it's like a repetition. You're repeating it on and on and on and on until it goes into your subconscious mind and you become that. You are so happy and grateful that you got this job. Imagine if you're saying it 30 times a day, what is going to happen? Your subconscious mind is going to get programmed. What is the word called? It's called programming the subconscious mind. So this is just an aid. All the manifestation techniques are just aids, are helping aids, because we as human beings cannot control our thoughts. जो साधु महात्मा पहुंचे हुए लोग होते हैं, उनको ये सब नहीं चाहिए, वो अपने आप ही मैनिफेस्ट कर लेते हैं, because their thoughts are always in that frequency. So this is for us human beings, simple people. We keep needing reminders 1,000 times a day.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So this was about
sure.
method. Shall I go to the next?
Sure. 1 second, Shivani ji. I wanted to know, so if we are tying it in our hand, तो वो तो 8 knot हो जाएगी. Is that okay? Like, of course, we have to tie it around our hand.
Yeah, you tie it in your hand. Yeah, your wishes, वो जो आप tie कर रहे हैं, उसमें आप वो affirmation नहीं डाल रहे हैं, because I want you to gauge, or rather catch the energy of the numerology of 2023, right? Plus the 7. So 7 knots you're doing, and when you're tying, you don't consider that is just tying around your hand.
Tying the knot. Yeah, that's fine.
That's a very good question.
Okay, thank you.
So do it, try it, friends. Everybody, let's all try it together. And after that, you all need to send me messages, whether it worked for you or not. Do it with full faith. Do it, like I said, keep it somewhere where you are you are constantly in that mind frame. Train your pre-program your subconscious mind. Use this. It's a very, very simple technique. Okay, and use any thread. Don't be technical about it. The point is the kind of feeling you're getting every time you're seeing this thread. The kind of gratitude you're feeling for whatever you wanted to wish, and you're saying, oh my God, thank you for giving me this. I cannot imagine how thankful I am, and that kind of emotion you're taking out. That is important. The whole thing is about getting you back to that emotion every time, so that you vibrate with the frequency of the universe and attract it. That's the motive. Okay, so this was the knot method. Now we come to another technique. और एक technique करें कि ये एक काफी है?
One more.
Okay, let's do one more. Okay. So one more. This again, I thought there are 3 techniques I was going to talk about, right? But that last one we'll leave because it's already half an hour is already gone. So this is something I want you all to do again, because I'm very, very, caught up in the fact that 2023 is the number 7. In fact, lately I did a live talk where I spoke about 7 things you need to remove and 7 things you need to do into 2023 in order to have a good life. We'll do that sometime also. Earlier, I spoke about a technique called 5-5 into 5, 5-5-5 technique. A lot of people must be knowing that. If not, we'll do a revision later. Okay, so this technique is called the 7-7-7 technique. This is also very, very simple. And I'm insisting that you do the 7-7-7 and not the 5-5 this year, only particularly this year. I repeat, because numerologically 7 is the number for this year. 2023 adds up to 7. It's very, very powerful. So ये तो इतना simple है कि आप कभी भी कर सकते हो. ठीक है? Again, it is only about one wish. Again, it is only about one affirmation. Again, it is only about one affirmation which you can write. Here you have to write. Okay, so one you can do, you can combine the both. एक इसमें आपको कुछ लिखना नहीं था, खाली सोचना था, visualize करना था. इसमें आपको लिखना है. So don't take loose sheets of paper. Please always have a diary where you write. A beautiful diary जिसका पेपर अच्छा हो, अच्छा पेन लीजिए जिसमें आपको लिखने में खुशी मिले. ये सब चीज में थोड़ा, if you spend money, you know, it's always better than, you know, doing rubbish things, because there we don't think so much. But when we have to buy a diary or we have to buy a paper, लगता है जो है उसी से काम चल जाएगा. No, invest in a nice beautiful diary with smooth paper where you can write. Invest in a good pen, a red pen, a blue pen, a black pen. ये 3 तो green pen, ये तो आप लोग के पास होना ही चाहिए. ठीक है? So this technique is called the 7-7-7 technique. And इसमें क्या करना है आपको? बहुत सिंपल है. Again, the basic thing. I need the cameras on. Everybody has vanished. Who am I talking to?
Hi Shivani, I'm Usha.
Yes. Okay, so what you need to do is, you need to, again, we are trying to, again, the basic thing remains the same. Number 1, you have to be in a gratitude mode. Number 2, you need to be extremely clear about what wish you want. So before you're going to write it so many times, please write it once, twice, thrice. If need be, consult somebody whether this language is correct or not. Because what you're writing is the most important thing possible. That is your emotion, that is your energy, that is what is going to manifest, right? So always start with, I'm so happy and grateful for this wish, whatever that wish is getting fulfilled. You can't go wrong. There are many ways, but this is the tried and tested one. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy and grateful for manifesting this. Really, I'm so happy and grateful that my knee is totally healed and I can walk. Don't use negative words. I hope you all know how to write this. If some of you all can send it to me, I can check it for you all. You know, it has to be in the positive, number one, and it has to be as if you have already received it. That is a precondition of how you write an affirmation. I am so happy and grateful that I have got this perfect job, which is giving me so much joy as well as satisfaction. Right? A third person reading cannot make out whether ये actually हो रहा है कि होने वाला है. Nobody can make out. इतना लगना चाहिए कि already हो चुका है. That is the way you test. Okay. So I am so happy and grateful for this amazing person who has come into my life and who's giving me so much joy. I'm so happy and grateful that my son has got into a college which is for his highest good. Listen to this, friends. Please don't say, I'm so happy and grateful that my son has got into IIT Ahmedabad or Berkeley or London School of Economics. You don't know, maybe that college is not good for him. You know what I mean? You think that it's the best, but maybe that atmosphere may not be best. So please say, think that is for his highest good. Give him admission to the school which is for his highest good. When you say that, you are allowing the divine to partner with you. You understand? You are allowing, you're giving permission for the magic to happen. You are not controlling, you are not taking away the opportunities and the magic. So always write this. When you are, when it's not something, give me a job in Apple or Google or Facebook. No, maybe you'll be miserable there. Give me a job which satisfies me. You think, you know that it's an IT company. Okay, you know that I want to work in IT company or I want to work in marketing. That is fine. But don't be so bent कि मेरे को ये company में मिलेगा तभी मैं ठीक रहूंगी. और दूसरा कंपनी में मिलेगा तो मैं दुखी रहूंगी. No, that's not the way it happens. You have to be fluid. That is the way life is led, actually. That is the only way to lead life, you know. So what you're going to do is, number one, have that affirmation. It can be for your child, it can be for yourself, it can be for your husband, it doesn't matter. But the point is, you have to do it with gratitude, you have to do it with full faith, you have to do it with that kind of conviction कि ये हो गया है. Doubt, अगर doubt है तो मत करिए. I'll give you a small example. I had just done this 369 Tesla code with all of y'all, right? I did that session, I shared the recording. I'm a total believer in Tesla and the 369 method. Now, my 50th birthday was on 18 November. It just went, and I really wanted my children to be there, both of them. Both of them live in America, and they did not have an appointment here for the visa. And without that, they could not come, okay? So my elder son got an appointment. So he was coming. I knew my elder son, Devansh, is coming for my 50th birthday, but my younger son, Saransh, he was not being able to get an appointment. Okay, so, and I started doing the 369, that I'm so happy and grateful that Saransh is coming for my 50th birthday. I'm so happy and grateful. So I wrote for around 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Then I realized that every time I'm writing that, I'm not doing it faith, because I have a doubt in my mind कि अभी तक appointment ही नहीं मिला है, कैसे आएगा? Right? So after a point, I realized instead of doing it faith, I was writing with only doubt. ठीक है, लिख रहे हैं पर वो होने वाला तो नहीं है. लिख ले रहे हैं पर होने वाला नहीं है. So after 10 days, I stopped because I was not able to control my mind. Because every time I knew practically that it is not possible because he has not got an appointment. Earlier, I started with that, let miracles happen. But then later I realized that no, I am not being able to condition my mind. I'm so full of doubt. So if such a thing happens, don't write. I just stopped. See, I have been teaching, yet I just stopped. Okay, so be careful. If you think that you are in doubt, or actually you don't believe it will happen, it will not happen, because actually that is the frequency you're giving out, the frequency of doubt, the frequency of disbelief. You're writing something else, you're thinking something else. You're not believing. Okay, so take that goal which you believe is possible. If you allow yourself to believe, then write that. Okay, so what you need to do is, you have, number one, written that goal, and make it a short sentence. Don't make it too long. Try not to make it too long. You have framed it. Then take a dedicated diary, and you need to write this 7 times. Just hear me out once. 7 times in the morning at 7 a.m. Those who can't get up, or those who don't have time at 7 a.m., don't do this technique. It doesn't matter. You can do the 555, you can do the knot technique, you can do anything else. Okay, so at 7 a.m. in the morning, you are going to write it 7 times. Again, 7 times with that same feeling, with that same gratitude, saying thank you, thank you, thank you in the end. Okay, 7 times you write in the morning, and in the evening at 7 p.m. again you write it 7 times, and you need to write this just for 7 days. Okay, so again I'll repeat. Morning 7 a.m, evening 7 a.m. 2 7 हो गया. Morning 7 times लिखना है, शाम को 7 times लिखना है, और कितना दिन के लिए लिखना है? 7 days के लिए लिखना है. It's as simple as that. This is called the magic of the 7. Because you are vibrating with the frequency of 2023 through numerology, you are taking the power of the magic of 7. 7 is really, really a powerful number. That's why हम लोग 7 फेरे लेते हैं, 7 मंदिर में फेरी लेते हैं, 7, 7 पे बहुत power है. और इस साल तो बहुत ज़्यादा ही enhanced है 7. Okay, so this is one technique which you can try. If there are any questions about this, all that I'm taking for granted, that you'll be in a gratitude mode, that you will clear your space, you will not get disturbed, that you will write when you can focus, all that I'm taking for granted. And like I said, a very important point, write only something which you believe is possible. Are there any questions?
We can use any color pen.
Yeah, let me come to that. Don't use black because you're writing a manifestation, right? Don't use a black. It is always beautiful if you can write with a red or a green pen. If you can't find this pen, use a blue, but never a black. Any other question about the 7-7 technique? This is such a powerful technique, but like I said, it's so short. So many people, when they're writing the 555, वो 55 times लिखने में उनको बहुत problem होता है. Okay, और एक चीज है, बहुत जन, many people like to write this 77 times also. If you are the type who feels that you want to write it 77 times, then also it's absolutely fine. So it is up to you. But if you write 7 times also, it's okay. And okay, the words have to be exactly the same. It has to be at 7 a.m. It has to be at 7 p.m. And the wish has to be the same. The language and the words have to be exactly the same. If by chance you miss out, then give it a gap of 3 days and restart again. It will not count. अगर आप एक दिन भी miss करते हैं उसको, तो that will not be counted because you have lost the magic of 7.
It has to be exactly 7.
Exactly 7. Exactly 7 times, 7 days without a single time gap. So if you feel you're not in the position, or you don't have the time, or you are traveling, or there are certain situations, guests आए हुए हैं, आपको उतना time नहीं मिलेगा, तो आप ये technique मत करिए. Only do it when it's possible.
Shivani, I need one. I have to make one affirmation. My daughter is engaged with nice boy, nice good family. So this affirmation is correct. I'll write her name and I'll thank to God first.
Yeah.
And then thank you.
I didn't get the affirmation. What was the affirmation?
Affirmation was I'm happy and grateful. My daughter is engaged. Nice boy, nice family. I'll write my daughter's name.
So you said that she's already engaged, or you want her to get engaged? I didn't understand.
I want her to get engaged.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so happy and grateful that my daughter has manifested the right person in her life who gives her so much love and satisfaction and completeness.
Acha.
What do you want in a marriage? What do you want your daughter to be? You want her to have a partner who completes her, who respects her, who loves her, who makes her feel nice, right? Right, those emotions. When you're writing that, your emotion will come out. And always write, I am so happy and grateful. आप लोग ये देखिए, I am happy and grateful and I am so happy and grateful में फर्क है कि नहीं emotion में? खुश हूँ, आप जिस तरीके से उस चीज को लिखेंगे या बोलेंगे, उसी से आपका इमोशन आएगा, उसी से आप ट्रिगर करेंगे लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. Write in Hindi. If you're good in Hindi and you feel you can express better in Hindi, please write in Hindi. But the emotion has to come out.
मैम greedy question. दोनों नॉट वाला भी कर सकते हो, 777 वाला भी कर सकते हो.
Not वाला और 7-7? In fact, करना चाहिए. If you have something which is very, very specific, because the not is something very different, but आप same wish 7-7 में करिए और इसमें भी करिए. It will become more powerful.
Thank you.
Any other questions? You are all clear.
Ma'am, is this recorded?
Is recorded, but I was not planning on sharing this recording because I wanted everybody to join live.
I just joined late, so I missed out the starting. So I just want to catch up with that. So is it recorded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi Shivani, we want to join, but the house was full, so I was not able to join till 3:30 because the house was full.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Limit of 100. No, I'll share.
Yeah.
I'm
yes,
sure
please do share it because मैं 3:30 से कोशिश कर रही थी, but मैं join ही नहीं कर पाई.
I'm so sorry. वो मेरा actually 100 का limit है, time limit नहीं है, पर participants 100 का limit है. मैं share करूँगी 100%.
Yeah. Please
yes,
share
thank you.
the
Please
recording.
do
even
share.
I happen to join.
I'll share.
Thank you so much.
It's not your fault.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank
actually
you.
not planning to, but then I can't have people who've tried and who couldn't attend. That's not your fault. So definitely I'll share the recording. And those who have heard me live, please start this. Give it a try. हड़बड़ नहीं करना है. थ्रेड लाओ, सुंदर से बैठो, सेज करो, धूप बत्ती करो, अपना एरिया को क्लीन करो, थोड़ा चांद सुनो, get into that space where you are totally at peace, you know, when you're feeling so nice, positive.
Shivani, we can do any time of the day.
Anytime.
Like I am free. I feel more mentally free at night.
At night?
Yes.
I do it at night. Absolutely. Just don't give it a gap. If you're watching TV or Saas Bahu serial, give it a gap. Okay, because you have to be very careful where your mind is. You know, आपका mind सब कुछ है. Thoughts become things, right? तो मैं ये बोलूंगी कि इस चीज को कैजुअली नहीं लेके आप उसको वो पूजा की तरह, जैसे बोलते हैं ना, पूजा की तरह रिस्पेक्ट करते हो, कुछ उसको वो आदर देते हो, तो वो वैसा ही आपके लिए होगा ना.
Thank you. Today was the
morning.
amazing
Many
session.
people are not morning people. It's perfectly fine. Like I prefer doing things at night.
Excuse me, Shivani.
Yeah.
Sorry, my video is not working.
No issue.
So I just wanted to ask that if we are using the knot technique, and do we have to wait for the wish to be manifested till we tie another thread, a knot in another thread, or?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can't, don't do too many things together. There's a conflict. It becomes too overwhelming.
Yeah.
And like you said, you do, if you have another wish, use the 777 for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you do the affirmation.
Thank you.
So combine it. Don't do anything which becomes a burden. Then you will lose the whole.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the process.
I have one last question. I wanted to tie in my hand only. It is I can tie in my left hand.
Any hand, doesn't matter.
And I can visualize any time whenever I am free and.
No. You visualize every time you seeing the hand. You're visualizing and you're saying thank you.
Okay. Perfect.
That is the whole purpose, right? I said it's become an anchor for you. So the whole purpose is आप अपने hand में tie करते हैं, तो आप जब भी देख रहे हैं immediately आपका thought जा रहा है ना कि oh my God, I've got the job, wow, or oh my God, I have perfect health, whatever your wish is. So instantly, automatically after that, it will become a part of your psyche. You won't need to think so much. Automatic होगा वो.
It was an amazing session. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Shivani, hi. One last question. When we sit at 7 o'clock in the morning and in the evening, so 7 baje बैठना है and start with your visualization, affirmation, और लिखना 7 baje. मतलब पहले करके.
मैंने जो clearing है आप पहले कर लो. 7 o'clock you start writing exact.
Okay.
Okay, so before that you do whatever preparation you need. You do before that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you start writing.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's also we have to do the sage technique in writing.
Sorry?
In if we are writing 777, in this also we have to do the sage before writing every time.
Always, like I said, you need to take deep breathing करिए 7 times, बैठिए, थोड़ा सा ओम chanting सुनिए, sage करके अपना aura को clean करिए, sage नहीं है तो धूप बत्ती जलाइए, कुछ भी. You know, उसके बाद करिए, then the process is more beautiful. The process is more, it's like a prayer. It is not just casually sitting and writing. So if you have sage, like for me, I'm addicted to sage. I just love sage. Okay, I feel so nice after doing sage. So you'll automatically want to do it. Or if you want to use rose, you know, do something that makes it a beautiful process.
What is sage? Where can we get a good sage? Online or
Amazon, but you have to get
Californian sage.
If you get the Indian sage, it's very nice, it's reasonable, it's available, but उसका perfume मेरे को तो एकदम पसंद नहीं है. तो आप लोग try कर सकते हैं, वो बहुत reasonable भी है, मिलता है, but I don't like that smell at all. So if you all are okay with the smell, you can use the Indian sage also, but the right thing to use is Californian white sage.
But is it authentic on Amazon, the Californian sage?
The white sage?
Yeah.
Because I've bought 2-3 times, it was absolutely
from Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I think we are done. So one technique more was left. So we'll do another session where I'll teach you 2 more then. Okay, there are so
Ma'am, please.
Please.
Yeah, 3:30 to 4:30. Everybody will run away. Half the people have gone. So next
We
session,
will not run away.
15 days interval. 15
Ma'am, when you start teaching technique, everybody will stay, nobody will go away.
Abhi it's already 87 ho gaya. So I'll teach you all just 15 days. By then you practice this. You practice this 777. Like I said, get the power of this year. 2023 is all about 7. Use that power and use the knot technique. It's such a beautiful, simple technique. Use that. You are combining neuro-linguistic programming, NLP with this. You're making this your anchor. You're doing a very scientific thing to program your subconscious mind. Use it. Okay. Okay, I'll share the recording. Thank you so
Hi,
much.
Shivani.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Shivani.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shivani. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Shivani, I have one question.
Thank you, Shivani.
Shivani.
Thank you so much.
Tell me
Beautiful
what's the
technique.
question?
Shivani, I have one question.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm in US. I missed this knot part. Can you tell me the knot?
I'll be sharing the recording.
Okay, thank you, Shivani.
Shivani, in the 777 technique, if somebody, like if I'm saying, asking somebody else to do the technique who cannot write, will it be possible to recite that or to say the affirmation 7 times at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m.?
And the reason for not being able to write?
I want to give it to somebody who is in a lot of trouble but is not educated. So basically my maid.
Yeah, why not? Try karo. See, always see when you write, it's a different kind of a focus and your brain wires in a different way and stuff like that. But yeah, you can do it with an affirmation. Exactly like that. If that writing is not possible.
Thank you.
You do it, please write it. Because that's not
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.